What's up, guys, and welcome to your Bitcoin update. We're going to take a look at this wick-off distribution phase and see if that's what's happening. There's also some other stuff I want to look at in this video, and definitely stick around to the end because we're going to take a look at the big macro chart. But let's talk about where we're at right now and what area is very key. We've been talking about it for a long time now. It's the 58.5 range. We need to open and close a daily candle above that before I would get bullish and say we're most likely going to head up and retest this $61,700 to $62,000 range. But again, we have to get above that 58.5, open and close a candle above that. We could also be looking at a rounded top here. That does not mean it's totally bearish. There are, and we'll take a look at that too, there are rounded tops that are bullish, and we're going to take a look at that. But first, let's take a look at this wick-off method distribution phase. So we drew this line right here way back in March 17th is when we put that in there. Also, the pi cycle top indicator indicated a top right here. So that's another thing that's pointing bearish in the longer term. Shorter term, we still could be bullish. But let's take a look at what's going on here. If you look at what we got here, we'll pull up the wick-off distribution right here. You can see how it is playing out nicely. Again, if we do get above this 58.5, I would see us getting to around that 61.7 to 62,000. I would most likely put a short in there at least to come back down and retest the 58.5 range. But let's see what's going to happen here. This is what I believe is still a good possibility this is playing out. But let's zoom in a little bit and look at this as more of a rounded top. And then we'll take a look at the Elliott wave counts I have also. We'll take a look at that next. But let's put in a, looking at this as a rounded top. And we'll pull one up over here. I'll pull up the, here is the bullish rounded top. Let's take a look at where we're at. So if it is bullish, this orange line right here is where we should get our bounce. If it is bullish, we could come back down and retest this $50,000 range. If we do get a bounce there, it could end up something like this. And the measured move is you measure from the peak down to this trend line, which is right here, and then you take that measurement and put it to the top. Let's do that over here and see what it looks like. So if that was to happen, we'll use this measured move, put it up to the peak there, and that would get us to about 86,000. Again, I know everybody is extremely bullish, but do be cautious. There is a possibility that we don't get up into these ranges. Not only is the wick-off distribution beginning to look like it's playing out still, if we put the volume on here, volume is, if you're watching people that are looking at this without looking at the volume, they're doing it wrong. Our volume profile, and you can look it up yourself, but the volume profile is matching up beautifully to what's going on up here. Again, I still think we come down to at least retest this between the $49,000 and $50,000 range. If that breaks, then we're most likely headed down to these lower targets. Now, if you guys are interested in trading, check out Prime XBT, by far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. You don't get all the scam wicks. Your trades, you get in and out instantly without any issues. You can trade Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum, Litecoin, Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything all on one exchange. I'll leave a tutorial up top on how to use their margin and also how to use their copy trading. And you can use my promo code Savy50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. Savy25 will get you 25% off of your trading fees. All right, so looking at this as a rising wedge, we had been looking at this for quite some time. We do appear to have 5 waves down here, which I'm looking at as a A. And then we have 2 waves here, which is ABC. And I'm expecting 5 waves down to at least the 41. This is the bullish case. I know that seems very bearish, but in the end, that could be extremely bullish if we get a bounce at this 41,000 range. And that would make this wave 3 this being wave 4, and then 5 would get us up to that $77,000 to $86,000 range. If that was the case, then we may see that blow off top. But again, let's go back over here and look at that rounded top. We could be seeing something like this also. The rounded top can be very bearish. If we cross the neckline, which on this chart I would say is around the $45,000 range. Break below that, like I said, that could get us down to that 41.5. We could still be bullish there if we get a bounce, but if not, the bearish count is right here, and we've had these counts on here for quite some time. This being 1, this being 2 instead of ABC. We have 1, 2, and then 3 would get us all the way down to this $30,000 range. 4 would bring us back up to the 41.2 range, and then 5 being all the way down to the 23.4. Now this is the bearish case, and that wouldn't be the end if this is the bearish case. This would be A, and then we would get B up to maybe test that $55,000 to $60,000 range again, and then C down even further. Obviously, this would play out over the next year or two if this was to happen, but be careful, be cautious. We could just come up and retest the bottom of this wedge. That could be like a double top and then continue down. Now I cross above this bottom wedge line here. That would be extremely bearish. I would say we're probably headed to the $77,000 to $86,000 range. This is the funding rate. Our funding rate is favoring the bears or the bulls just a little bit here. We'll be keeping an eye on it. If this is the fifth wave end right here, that would be the end of the third wave and 4 down, like we talked about, to that 41.6 range, which would be the 0.382 fib, and then continue up from there. Otherwise, this coming down much lower. But anyways, as of right now, we are favoring the bears just a little bit, or the bulls just a little bit. We are above all the EMAs in the daily as of right now, so it's something to keep an eye on. There's some high volume nodes right here, so it's going to be tough to get above that. Now let's take a look at the extremely macro chart. As you can see, every time the pi cycle top hit, we had a huge correction. Even over here, that was the smallest one, and I know a lot of people are saying they believe we're in more of this part of the cycle, which is a possibility. Let's take a measurement on here. Another thing, guys, BYBIT. If you check out my links down below, I got other exchange links down there. I got hard wallet links, all kinds of stuff that you can get discounts from. But BYBIT is giving away a $1,610 bonus for you signing up using my link. If you use any of my links down below, you get some kind of bonus. But BYBIT right now is $1,610 plus a 15% annual earning on that. So anyways, let's do that here and see what this small correction was after this. If we were doing something like in 2013, that was still a 76% correction. If we were to get that over here, what would that be? To that 60. We would be somewhere around $20,000 range. So keep an eye on that. But like I said, if we look at this in the long term, you can see I have my fib channels on here. We've gotten rejected at the 0.236 as of right now. And as you can see, we're going to zoom in to each of these cycles. And as you can see, our parabolic arc here, once we broke through, obviously we started a bear market. Same thing off our bottoms here. Once we broke through, we started a bear market. I've drawn the same parabolic line here, and we are sitting on that right now. But a break below this, it's probably going to get pretty ugly. We'll see what happens. You know, we could continue up, break this 0.236 fib, and just continue up towards the $100,000 range that everybody has been screaming. Anyways, that's what we're looking at. And that's about it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely check out my wife's webpage. That link is also below, inkyorimage.com. She has a lot of cool stuff on here. She can put anything on any of this stuff you want. She's got great gift ideas, all kinds of stuff. She does this herself. It's quality stuff, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget, every Monday we do a Ledger Nano S hard wallet giveaway. All you have to do to enter to win is scroll down, subscribe to the channel, smash that thumbs up, leave your comment. That'll get you entered to win. Also, you can click the CryptoSavvy logo above my head. That will get you entered to win. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm out of here. Have a great day.